Dear Karen, not a day goes by that I don't think about you.
Hi everyone, welcome to Smack Reviews. If you love our honest reviews, smack that subscribe button so you never miss out. I'm happy to say Real Housewives of Potomac is back. Welcome to season 10, episode 1. There's new faces, no Grand Dame, no Mia, and crazy drama. Let's dive in and trust me, this episode did not disappoint. So the episode opens with Karen Huger's release from jail, following her 6-month serve of a 1-year sentence. It was hard to get a clear look at her face as she got into the car, but from what I saw, she looks about the same. According to Giselle, she did gain a little weight. Honestly, I hope Karen has learned her lesson. Collecting multiple DUIs is no joke. Some people even felt like she deserved the max sentence. When we flash back 6 months earlier, the ladies gather at Giselle's house to talk about Karen's sentencing. Ashley is the first to arrive, and it definitely felt like she's sliding into Robin's old role as Giselle's BFF. Wendy, Kiarna, and then Stacy arrive, who seems to be a little gassy after letting out a burp. They talk about how shocked they were to see Karen taken away so quickly, and joke about hoping she's in the AARP section. Honestly, that was one of the lighter, funnier moments in the show. Then comes the best segue I've seen on this show. They mention Karen's old Thomas Jefferson's concubine comment, which somehow leads into the TJ and Stacy fiasco. So, allegedly, Stacy paid TJ to pose as her boyfriend to get on the show. I've yet to see any receipts proving this, no documents, no screenshots, and Stacy insists he's her quote-unquote friend, and she's hurt by the accusations. But are they really friends? They don't even follow each other on Instagram. I like Stacy in her first season, but this mess is making me question her integrity. She keeps dodging the topic so much that she literally gets up and leaves Giselle's house. Like I always say, may the truth set her free. Giselle, in peak messy form, waits until Stacy leaves to drop a bombshell. A well-known Hollywood actress allegedly showed her and Ashley receipts that TJ was actually suing Stacy, claiming 50% of her RHOP check was supposed to go to him. Now, Karen's once said Giselle doesn't lie, but I still take this with a grain of salt. There's no public record of such lawsuit. I wanted to believe Stacy, but after this next scene, I couldn't help but give her the side eye. So, we see Stacy pulling up to this Indian restaurant, and we see a young gentleman at a table waiting for her. I realized at that moment I've never had Indian food before. Is it good? Let me know down in the comments what I should try. We quickly find out it's her quote-unquote ex-husband. But honestly, who knows if they ever did divorce for real? They could have been just separated. They have decided to date again and feel that there is still a spark between them. If you ask me, I feel like Stacy really wanted to be on this show and decided to use an actor to better her chances with an interesting storyline and to also secure her spot for another season. They also mentioned to keep their relationship on the down low since their daughter, Arabella, is used to them being quote-unquote divorced, or if you ask me, separated, to avoid confusing her. We get a glimpse of Wendy and her family. Their brand, Happy Eddie, is expanding, good for them. In a cute scene, the kids talk about what they want to do when they grow up. One says Chick-fil-A, the youngest says doctor, and the eldest teases Wendy that she's not a real doctor. Kids will always humble you in some way. So the next scene, we see Ashley at a boutique, which isn't noticeably Vivian's. I went to DC recently and thought she had some lovely gowns. I was shocked to know it was actually inside of a mall. The camera made it seem like a standalone building in the show. Maybe it's because people fell out with Vivian and they didn't want to go there. Who knows? Ashley is having a second bloom, which I've never heard of before. It's basically a divorce party. Sayonara, adios, Michael. It took them long enough to do this divorce. Kudos for her moving on and finding herself again. Ashley decides to invite Stacy to go shopping, hoping that she'll finally open up about the divorce and TJ. Ashley begins pressing her. She's like, where are the divorce records? And are you aware TJ is suing you? Stacy sticks to her line. That's my friend. I forgave him. I'm in a new space. Ashley isn't buying it, saying allegedly an actress from Shameless, showed her the documents that TJ's suing her. Stacey looks shocked and quickly changes the subject when she drops this alleged name. Ashley is looking at her like she's crazy. She wants Stacey to be truthful to her. The funniest read Stacey gave was when Ashley said she was Googling her divorce and nothing came up. And Stacey was like, why is she Googling me? She needs to be Googling a voice coach. I almost fell out of my chair because Ashley's singing isn't the best. Ashley fires back that she can't stand liars. And I'm like, same girl, same. Stacey leaves for the second time this episode. I guess she can't take the heat this season. Now at this point, Ashley said her breath was hot. She said she should have been the one running out of the boutique. And I was like, dang, really? Y'all have all this money and you're walking around with hot, stinky breath? That's just sad. Get some mouthwash, some Tic Tacs, peppermints, something. See a dentist because there might be some decay happening back there. Since there's new faces this season, we finally meet Angel, a longtime friend of Kiarna's, whose husband is a retired Broncos player for the NFL. Angel reveals Ashley used to work as a bottle girl at her establishment. Messy, but interesting. Kiarna, meanwhile, feels like Wendy hasn't been a good friend because she didn't acknowledge her at an event. So it's finally the day of Ashley's second bloom party. All the ladies are arriving in their fabulous dresses. We are introduced to the other new housewife, Tia. She's a realtor selling expensive homes. I love her British accent. We find out she's also Nigerian. I hope Wendy is more welcoming towards her than Nneka. I feel I'm going to gravitate toward Tia's upbeat energy this season. Charisse also shows up at this event. I'm surprised she isn't back on the show full time, but she somehow manages to fit in somewhere. I love that they're doing a ball. It reminds me of the first season when they were more prim and proper. Wendy's dress was my favorite. I honestly felt like she outdressed Ashley at her own event. She gave me Cinderella and Elsa vibes. Kiarna bothered me saying Wendy was rude when she kind of butted into Giselle's and Wendy's conversation. She said hey so softly that the mic they wear under their dresses barely picked up what she said. Giselle excused herself to let Kiarna and Wendy talk, and she decided to bring out what was finally bothering her. She said Wendy acts differently in person than when they talk on the phone. Kiarna was like, you didn't wave to me and you asked me if I did my own makeup. You aren't a genuine friend. I think she could be reaching a bit here. So we then go to Angel, Giselle, Ashley, and Stacey talking in the same room. Angel calls Ashley sweet, and I'm like, you haven't even known her long enough because she can be an instigator in this group. And as soon as I thought that, she said I can be friends with anyone as long as they don't lie to me and your breath can even stink. I was laughing so hard here because Stacey is right beside her when she says this. That was so shady. Stacey started blowing her hot breath in Ashley's face, and I'm thinking her false eyelashes are about to melt off. You need to pull back some, Stacey. Giselle's messy self had me hollering because she thinks Stacey's bad breath is internal and it's coming from her lower stomach. That's so shady. Stacey wants to pull away to talk to Ashley privately, and I found it interesting. She said when Ashley and Giselle are together, they do tag teams, and I recall people saying Giselle and Robin did that as well. Giselle tells Stacey to stop saying that because she knows that can be a bad look for her since we have a different, new, and improved Giselle, allegedly. When Stacey leaves, we hear the new girl Angel say she thinks Stacey's breath was a little tart. Giselle says her breath stinks. 3 women are saying this. Wow. I'm surprised no one has offered her some breath mints at this point. Ashley asks Stacey why you keep hiding who you are. Stacey is calling her messy. Ashley is calling her a liar, and this is just a mess. They go back and forth arguing, and then Stacey's messy friend AJ, we saw from last season, interjects, then the rest of the ladies join in, and that's how the episode ends. Overall, I think this season started off on a really good note. I'd actually give this premiere a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I didn't feel like Mia or Karen's presence was missed in the episode at all, which is saying something. If Karen comes to the reunion, I would be here for it, and if she decides to return for season 11, that would be interesting. There's clearly a lot in store for us this season, especially with Monique Samuels coming back after such a long time, as a friend of, not full-time. I can't wait to see how that plays out. I'm also really curious to see how Stacey handles all this drama with the ladies, and of course, how the new cast members shake things up. Make sure to like, share, comment, and please subscribe. Bye!